So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Three years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings, the lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
More problems than you normally do, I assume. You're a beautiful woman, Hawk. Is there no one else who has your attention?
Do you see anyone else here?
I'm an escaped slave and an elf, living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother you?
And I'm an apostate refugee. Does that bother you?
You have me there. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it.
So...
Isabella, you look well.
Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
The search for this thing has consumed you. Let it go.
I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
You can count on me.
Thanks. I appreciate it. If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
I noticed some notes on the table.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
I suppose after the whole business with Carver, it's a good idea to hang on to what you've got. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
Kirkwall needs me.
If nothing else, you give this town respectability, my friend. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started? And that will, stop the itch.
Yes. Though I would stay away from women you meet in the port. Pirates tend to dock in unsavory places.
I heard that.
Just use the salve if it comes back.
Excuse me.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
We haven't talked much recently. How have you been?
Good. I just love what Knight Commander Meredith's done with the place. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
Is that making it harder for you? With justice?
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike. And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
You chose to merge with him. Only you can make it work.
I am trying. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirk will have to choose a side.
I imagine Orzammar is like this, only with beards and an overwhelming sense of superiority. You really ought to take that offer, Elf. It'd keep the coterie off your back pretty much permanently.
I don't need employment.
But it wouldn't kill you to make some friends in this city. 3 years and you're practically a ghost.
I prefer it that way.
Healthy attitude there. Forget I said anything.
Have you heard from your brother? Is he happy? With the Templars, I mean.
Our mother visits him constantly. She says he's doing well.
I'm glad. Maybe it's not what you would have wanted, but it's good he's found his path. I know he was angry when he left, but this wasn't your fault. One day he'll understand you were trying to protect him.
Maybe with time, he'll forgive me.
He loves you. He just doesn't show it very well. Things will be all right. Somehow.
So you freed a group of slaves?
Would-be slaves. They weren't slaves yet.
Still, you did the right thing. Many would turn a blind eye.
Don't read too much into it, all right? It just seemed a good idea at the time.
I was hoping you'd come. You did so much for my feynriel already, but... I visited him among the people, but he turned me away. I know the demons still plague him. And now they've taken him. 2 days ago, feynriel went into a nightmare and hasn't returned.
He can't be woken up?
The Keeper says he is near death. His lips still fog a mirror, but that is all.
Surely there are mages who can pursue him in the Fade.
I have contacted Keeper Marathari. The Dalish have an ancient ritual that might help. but it requires someone feynriel trusts to enter the Fade to free him.
I have braved the Fade before. Perhaps I can aid him.
You have been so kind to us. Feynriel thinks of you as a true friend. Marith Harry is coming to perform the ritual that will bring Feynriel back. His childhood things here will help anchor him.
Frolic through dreams? Sounds like an experience. I'm game.
I've already called for the Keeper. We need to begin the ritual as quickly as possible. Would you like to stay here or return when she arrives?
This is too urgent to delay.
You have been far kinder than I had any right to expect.
I came quickly, Ariane. I did not wish to tell you by letter how grave your son's situation is. The magic he possesses makes him what the Tevinters called Somniari, a dreamer. Dreamers have the power to control the beyond, what humans call the Fade. Feynriel is the first in 2 ages to survive.
Why are they so rare?
Dreamers have great power in the Fade. They attract demons. Luckily, most prove too frail of mind to survive a demon's possession. A dreamer abomination would be near unstoppable.
What exactly are we going to do here?
The elves of the Dales were experts in the Somniari arts. They could even help those with no power enter the Fade. I have done my best to recreate the ritual. We will use Feynriel's childhood home as a focus to draw him back through the veil.
Just send me into the Fade.
I told you her courage was legendary.
Now, Ariane, please excuse us. We must prepare.
Oh, of course.
There is more I must tell you that is not for her ears.
Is Feynriel in danger?
Indeed. And the danger may not come from what you think. Feynriel cannot become an abomination. The destruction he would cause is unimaginable. If you cannot save him from the demons, you must kill him yourself. A death in the Fade will make him what your circle calls tranquil. He will be no threat after.
I will not let him become a danger.
I wish you luck. Now, gather a team, and we will begin. Choose carefully, for all will face temptation.
I never give in to temptation.
I have no desire to explore the Fade, but if you need me, I will go.
I admit, I'm a little fascinated.
Let us begin.
I had not thought to return in such a way. It is good to feel the breath of the Fade again, not the empty air of your world.
You look different.
I am justice, Anders has told you of me. Come. I sense feynriel's mind straining. We will not have much time.
Well, it's rare to see two forgotten magics in one day. It's usually a slow place, the Fade. Not many surprises. I wasn't sure I'd like this one, but it has potential.
A demon of sloth. It exists to make men forget their purpose and their pride. Do not relax around it.
Call me Torpor. I have a proposition that might interest you.
I will not give in to temptation, fiend.
Have it your way.
You hit like my grandmother!
May Andraste guide you.
That's it, feynriel. Hard on the downstroke, then lift. Good. I'll have you scribing all my letters soon. If I'd known you were such a brave lad, I'd have brought you into the business years ago.
Does that mean I can come with you to Antitha, Father? Mother said maybe this summer. Right, Mother?
Your father never wanted anything to do with you. Don't trust him.
Why are you lying to me?
Don't listen, son. She's always been ashamed of you. She wanted you gone, so she could go back to the dailies. I'm the one who loves you.
But... why can't I remember you?
This is a trick, feynriel. He wants something from you.
Why... that's right. I spent my whole childhood waiting for you.
Your mother never allowed.
My mother loves me. She showed me the letters she wrote you. You never wrote back. And it was Mother who taught me to write, not you. I've never met you before. Who are you?
Don't question
me.
Ah!
You turned him against me.
And now you're going to die.
Take away my pets, and I'll take away yours. How loyal are these friends you drag into the Fade? Would your pirate queen stay if the open water beckoned? What do you say, sweetheart? A two-mast brigantine, square main topsail, 100 well-built lads to answer your every whim. I know you've been looking for a stiff masthead.
This is a demon, Isabella. Don't let it tempt you.
Well, if it wasn't a demon, I wouldn't think it could grant wishes.
The Silence Call 2 awaits in Kirkwall Harbor. I'll be under the firs in the captain's quarters.
I like big boats, I cannot lie.
This isn't going well.
Looks like we made it.
My people, I present to you our hope. His features may mark him as human, but in his heart beats the blood of the Dales. He came to us to learn his heritage, to release the power from a lineage as ancient as our race.
I don't know what to say.
This is a trick.
First Enchanter, what are you doing here? Mother told me the Dalish are honorable. Why would the Keeper lie?
Why would she entrust her people to a human?
You are one of us, feynriel. Your magic will restore our greatness.
But you told me this magic was outlawed for a reason. Even the Dalish don't practice it anymore.
Could the elves trust you with the power to shape reality? Could you trust yourself?
Don't listen to him. The First Enchanter is trying to keep you from realizing your greatness.
Trying to keep me from temptation. Just like you were. You're not the Keeper. Be gone, fiend.
You. Why did you interfere?
With my power joined to his, feynriel would have changed the world.
There can be no honest deal with a demon.
No? You think I will lie then, when I offer your friends what feynriel turned down? You think this slave would choose you over his freedom?
Cast your eyes elsewhere, demon. I won my freedom from the Magisters long ago.
But you fear them still. They have left their marks on your body and your mind. With my aid, you could be free forever. You could have power enough to challenge any who would chain you.
If you accept, you are no better than the magistrates.
But to face them as an equal, what would you want from me?
A moment of your time, nothing more.
Go down!
This is my favorite part! I don't know what to say.
What?
But you told me this...
Good.
Try be...
There can be...
No, you think this... But with my aid, you could be free forever.
If you accept, you...
But what would you...
A moment of your time.
Destructive forces of nature!
Is everyone still alive?
I'm not sure if this is real. If so, It is the second time I owe you my life. The Fade feels different now. I see the stitches, the seams holding it together. I feel I could wake at any moment.
Dreamers control the Fade, and the dreams of people in it.
I see why the Chantry fears us. I've heard tales of Magisters who stalk their enemies and use their own dreams to destroy them. You're right. I must master it. Find someone to study under. The Dalish do not have what I need. Perhaps Tevinter. If these powers can be trained, it would be there. My mother would not look kindly on such a journey. Can you give her my farewell?
May the Maker guide your path, feynriel.
Perhaps. There is a way out of this. I can do this.
Feynriel has mastered his powers.
Then he lives. You saved him. I cannot thank you enough. Keeper Marathari, may I return with you to the Sunderlands? I would like to ask for my son's forgiveness.
Of course. It was you who chose to stay away.
He must go elsewhere to train. There is no one in Kirkwall to help him. He asked me to say goodbye.
My son? No. I must find him before he goes.
It is wise for him to seek guidance. Kirkwall cannot provide what he needs. I truly did not think what you did was possible. You are a rare human indeed.
And I must apologize for my weakness. I would have thought myself above such influence.
Does this mean I'm not getting my ship? Bugger it all.
I find there's nothing like being possessed to keep you on the straight and narrow.
Your friends awakened here some time ago. We all have weaknesses the demons find. You accomplished a miracle with feynriel. This book belonged to the last dreamer of our tribe. It has a rare magic beyond price. Please, accept it with my gratitude.
So what's with that magical fisting thing?
I have been thinking about what happened in the Fade. I apologized for my weakness, but the more I think about it, the more I believe you are also to blame. Why did you take me into the Fade? We should have hunted the boy's body down and killed him.
If the boy could be helped, I had to do something.
You are strong, Hawk, but not all mages are like you. I simply hope we don't all regret the day you learn just how true that is.
I never have affairs with my crew. Once they see you naked with your ass in the air, they think they don't have to take orders. Men. Oh, you have to be twice as tough to earn half as much respect.
So did the crew member mutiny? I mean, after you... You know.
Oh no, I had the offending member removed. That got rid of the attitude. Oh look, it's Hawk. We need to talk. Ugh, bugger. I knew this was coming. I'm sorry I abandoned you in the Fade. That was foolish of me. I mean, I didn't even get the ship in the end.
I don't blame you. I understand what it's like to be under the influence of a demon.
You... what? That's it? No angry rant? Are you trying to get me to jump into bed with you? Because it's working.
Friends forgive each other.
Now you're making my insides feel squishy. Oh, go away.
So? I noticed some notes on the table the other day. Interesting work you got there.
The alienage is overcrowded.
You are Hawk. A patrol went missing along the wounded coast. The Arashok says you have some semblance of honor. So tell me, did you kill them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I believe you. If you are not responsible, I waste my time here.
You go ahead. I have something I should do.
I'll put it off if that's what you want, but I need a reason.
It's nothing, really. I'm sure we have plenty to do, and I don't want to interrupt too much.
You are allowed, Basra, until the Arishok declares otherwise.
Sarah Hawk.
Messer?
Last we met, I did not know your name. Did not care to. You have changed your fortune over the years. The Kunari have not. I offer a courtesy, Hawk. Someone has stolen what he thinks is the formula for Gatlock. You will want to hunt him.
Excuse me, but this sounds like quite the feat.
It was allowed. The stolen formula was a decoy. Sarkamek, a poison gas, not explosives. A small amount is dangerous enough to your kind, but if made in quantity, perhaps by someone intending to sell it.
That merchant, Javaris.
Would he be cautious? Or would he assume success and make enough to threaten a district? A courtesy, Hawk. You will want to hunt him.
So you just leave the decoy laying around?
We did not make it easy. 3 Kunari died defending it. Enough to impart a sense of worth. If the real formula were at risk, Akun would demand that we protect it to the last of us.
Any idea where we can find Javaris?
I heard about a sell-off. Merchant territories and such. They don't do that unless someone left in a hurry. I'd have figured he'd rooked some noble. He's sure not a burglar.
Just tell me where he is.
I haven't kept up on the squirt. Ask the coterie.
Panahedon, Hawk. It will be interesting to see if you die.
This one time, I was sailing to Merrill, and there was a fight between two of my men. It was over a dice game, or the last piece of toast or something. Sailors, they're touchy about their toast.
Is this going anywhere?
It will if you let me finish. So, there's a knife fight, and Jim ends up with a broken-off blade stuck in his shoulder. It's buried deep in there, and we're out at sea at least a week from the nearest port. If you were there, you could have reached in and plucked that blade right from his flesh.
That's your whole point?
Pretty much.
Turn up your purses, Kurt. You're selling the assets of Javaris Tintop?
We are. Limited districts, limited contracts. Keeps territory clear and separate from the start. He had a meager lot, but he skipped with dues outstanding, so up it goes.
There's a lot riding on finding Javaris. Can you help?
The members of our little fellowship expect privacy, but he skipped out on paying me, too. Javaris left in a hurry. I'd put him at Smuggler's Cut if he's avoiding patrols. It empties at a cave outside town. Tell him I said, don't come back.
There's no way this Javaris stole from the Canary. That's hard. I've heard.
You can do.
There! Let's finish this! That's enough!
Shut up. Is that the best you can do?
Gotcha!
How many of you got, Hawk? What's your last? You messed with him! Better luck in the next one.
Wish to fight?
Now you fall!
Someone get him!
How about you?
That was beautiful!
I'll deal with this. Go down!
The Carter sends its regards.
Is that the best you can do?
Someone needs a good spanking!
I'll deal with this.
love doing that.
You do get results, don't you?
Is that the best you can do?
You're in trouble now!
Let's finish this! There! How about you?
You're in trouble now!
Tear you apart!
You're gonna regret this! Get back! Gotcha!
Let us see.
How about you? Go down!
Give up now!
Man dressed as I do. Calm yourself, Javaris. You're not dead yet.
You? Granny's garters, she would hire you. I can't buy a break on discount. You know what? Go ahead. Take my head and pike it back to that sodding elf. I need the rest.
The Canary powder. It's not what you think. It's poison.
Wait. You're tracking for the Canary? Then she did it. That elf got them after me for nothing. Bitch born.
It certainly wasn't hard to frame you.
Look, I'm minding business, same old. And out of the blue, some elf tries to kill me. Says she's got the Canary powder and I'm her cover. I slipped her, hired some bodyguards, and ran for it. And now you're here. Great.
If you're innocent, you could plead your case to the Arashok.
Let's break this down. An elf with explosives wants me dead. Part 2, the Canary may think I'm a thief and also want me dead. Either option seem promising? Didn't think so. Here. Want to drag Dark into light? I had a man follow her. The elf's in Lowtown. I just want to get out with my dead guards. Thanks for that.
Better luck wherever you're bound, Javaris. The farther, the better.
Right. Got me a rosy future to plan out. Think I'll start by selling some boots. Sodding bunch of... Take a long breath on a short shaft, you blasted dog-lord inroaders.
All of you, I can't fight the damned air. You want to live, stay out.
Is there something I can do?
Wait. Messer Hawk. Maker, please. The street is death. There was a cloud that drove people mad, and now a seeping mist that kills. All I can do is warn people. If someone like you dies on my watch, I'm right stuffed.
Easy, son. Keep your post. This is my risk.
But... shit.
very strong. We need to find the source.
This should do the trick on those barrels.
You're gonna regret this!
You're pitiful! Give up now!
I'll make this quick!
Shame.
These people aren't exactly helping us.
And they say violence doesn't solve anything.
Surely you can't hope to best me.
You're pathetic!
There!
Aim for the throat! You're gonna regret this! You're pathetic!
You're pitiful! Give up now!
There! The Arashok was right. The poison got the thieves.
Yes, this is much better.
Don't give them an inch!
That's enough!
If we kill them, we get their stuff.
I'm gonna go for it! Go for the face!
Remind me never to get on our bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
Easy. I'm just trying to find out what happened.
Is that... Sirrah Hawk? You have enemies. I'm glad it's you, really. These poor people. You are a much better target.
You stole the Gad log. What, to sell? Justify yourself.
Canary take my people. My siblings forget their culture, then go to the Qun for purpose. We're losing them twice. So I get some help from your people. We'll take the Canary Thunder, make some accidents, and make them hate it. But this is all wrong.
Which of my people put you up to the theft?
It can still work. They're hidden in your city. They'll enrage the faithful and make sure the Kunari are blamed. Me, I'm finished. I just need a few more bodies. A few more.
You're gonna regret this!
Damn thing, I'm stuck!
Oh, clumsy! I could be... in my... I'll deal with this.
I'll tear you apart!
That's enough!
Gotcha!
Time to tell the Arishok how he was right. And wrong. I spent way too much time here.
You go ahead. I just remembered something.
So, I was wrong about our thief.
It appears so.
They say we were careless with our trap, that this is our fault. But even without the Sarkamek, there would have been death. This elf was determined to lay blame at our feet. Selfishness, want, denial. How do you allow this to continue?
If you dislike Kirkwall so much, why haven't you left?
Since we arrived, I have seen nothing but greed and weakness. Dwarves, humans, elves, just festering. No order, no goal. You are one of the few I have met with any ability. And yet this too was random, a result of selfishness. I cannot fathom how a mire like this can be justified. You say we should leave, but how can you bear to stay in this chaos?
Why would anyone want to change it?
You like it?
It's a city of people living their lives, for good or ill.
Karastan are soldiers. The Qun made it so. They can never vary from that assigned path, never be other than they are meant to be. But they are free to choose within that role, to accept and succeed, or deny and die. Glory is clear and defined. You allow chaos for good or ill, but one is clearly superior. Can you see how that certainty would benefit this whole city?
He's free to choose to obey. That isn't contradictory to you.
He chooses to be, as do we all, long before any of your meaningless freedoms are presented. Your kind may force our rule to change, if the Qun demands.
She was angry to see her people losing their culture by claiming yours.
We accept those who submit to the Qun. The weak naturally seek the strong. It doesn't matter. We did not come equipped to indoctrinate. I am here to satisfy a demand you cannot understand.
It's been a long time.
It will take as long as needed. No ship is coming. There is no rescue from duty to the Qun. I am stuck here.
That is not the understanding of city leaders and their supporters.
Let them rot. Filth stole from us. Not now, not the Sarkamek. Years ago. A simple act of greed has bound me. We are all denied Parvolin until I alone recover what was lost under my command. That is why this elf and her shadows are unimportant. That is why I do not simply walk from this pustule of a city. Fixing your mess is not the demand of the Qun, and you should all be grateful! Thank you, human, for your service. Leave.
That's an Oxman ready to charge. The Viscount should know.
Good day, Sirrah.
Years of nice, quiet anxiety. Gone. Along with a whole street.
The Qunari were blameless.
Right. A mad elf, pushed by zealots, likely hidden in the very groups I have to appease. The Maker has a grand sense of humor. And the Arishok. I suspected he had no plans to leave. I didn't know it was just as annoying for him.
Keep the worst of them off his back, and it'll be all right.
But that is the problem. It has already escalated, despite your efforts. A shame.
What happened?
A Qunari delegate and entourage paid me a visit. It was civil, tentative, hopeful. They left my chambers with precision, but were not reported by the outer guard. They are missing, almost literally, from my doorstep. What do you imagine will be the Arishok's reaction?
We need to get out in front of this, and fast.
I feel I've been trying to turn a stampede for some time now. Someone is pushing very hard. Speak with Seneschal Brown. Then you will see why I cannot trust anyone else with this. I don't know who would benefit from fighting the Qunari, but it will cost all...
Good day, Sirrah.
I do hope the Viscount remembered.
You have information about the missing Qunari?
I am to help you, yes. Viscount Dumas would appreciate discretion in this matter. I would prefer that you were not involved at all, but that is neither here nor there.
Has anyone reported this to the Qunari?
Maker, no. I'd be signing the messenger's death warrant. He'll find out soon enough, of course. And when he does, the Viscount is rightly concerned that the illusion of peace will dissolve.
I'm sure you have suspicions about what happened.
My concerns are well-founded. This could not have escaped the notice of the city guard. Unless they were involved. Not coincidentally, a number of recent recruits have failed to report. You should start with one of them. Although where you find a swordsman so eager to sell his honor and duty, I'm sure I don't know.
The Hanged Man.
Hanged Man.
Definitely.
Right. Then you know what to look for. I can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet. The Viscount is under enough scrutiny as it is.
That corner looks dusty. How embarrassing.
Nothing like the smell of fresh ink. So invigorating.
Best you can do.
How about you?
I'll make you cry for your mother.
Nothing like the smell of fresh ink. So invigorating.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Hawk, I've got some news. You might not want to be near anything breakable when I tell you, though.
Varric, whatever you have to tell me, it'll be fine.
I know. I've had an ear out for Bartrand. After the Deep Roads, he ran to Ravane, probably because he knew I couldn't track him. But I hear he might be back in Kirkwall. He called in loans from a few of his contacts in Hightown.
Was he staying in Hightown, or just passing through?
If my information is good, and it's always good, he has a house there. Which gives us a good shot at having a word with my dear sweet brother.
How are you holding up, Varric?
Me? My no-account backstabbing brother is practically in arm's reach. I couldn't be better.
We need some answers from your brother.
I agree. Bianca's been missing him something awful. Let's stop by his new house. Welcome him back to the neighborhood and all that.
So?
I have something for you.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, isn't that just the cutest thing?
I saw it and thought it would be perfect for you.
It is. This is probably the only ship I'm going to have for a while. How pathetic is that? Cooing over a model ship. Thank you, Hawk. This was a thoughtful gesture.
No, I heard it. Underground, in the deep roads or something.
I've got something to show you. Come and see. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Something seems off about your mirror. Shouldn't it reflect the room?
No. It's not that sort of mirror. I've spent the last few years restoring this. One of my clan found it in the Brazilian forest, we think. Poor Tamlin. We never found him. Just the shattered pieces of the alluvion.
What's an alluvion?
Long ago, the elves had a kingdom. An empire that covered Thedas. And every city had an alluvion. The mirrors let them communicate across their empire. But I don't know how exactly. My people have lost so much. We know almost nothing of the days before Arlathon. This is a piece of our history.
Do you think the mirror had something to do with Tamlin's disappearance?
The ruin we tracked Tamlin to was full of traps and monstrous things, but we found no body. His trail ended at the broken pieces of alluvion.
This thing is what made the Keeper send you away, isn't it?
The Keeper wanted me to destroy the fragment I kept. She said our ancestors meant it to be forgotten. But it's a Keeper's place to remember. Even the dangerous things. We argued. I left. She's wrong. This mirror could teach us so much about who we once were.
What are you trying to do with this mirror?
At first, I just wanted to find Tamlin. But it's been too long. Tamlin is probably dead by now, if he wasn't already. But still, I know it can help my people. I can at least recover this one small part of our heritage.
I'm sure you wouldn't show something this dangerous to just anyone.
It's not dangerous, I promise. I fixed it, or tried to, with blood magic. The mirror won't hurt anyone. But it doesn't work. I've tried everything, and I think it's because it needs to be finished with a special tool. An Arulin home. And my clan has one. It's been in their hands for generations.
But you're afraid to face Keeper Marathari again.
Exactly. You have no idea, the Keeper. I can't talk to her. We fight or talk circles around each other. She has a disappointed frown that turns your bones to jelly. Please, help me. You will, won't you?
I'll go with you.
Maseranas, I'll find some way to repay you, I promise.
Have you noticed how many Tranquil are in the gallows courtyard lately? And don't tell me I'm just sensitive to it. I've been watching, and every day there are new Tranquil, selling their bloody wares. Good mages too. People I know past their harrowing.
Doesn't Chantry law say that mages who pass their harrowing can't be made tranquil?
Exactly. The Templars are using the right of tranquility to silence those who speak against them. They're working on a deliberate plan to turn every mage in Kirkwall within the next 3 years.
Whatever you think of Templars, you can't imagine they're so heartless.
They're worse. There are groups in Kirkwall who help those fleeing the Circle. I've talked to people on the inside. The plan is the work of a Templar named Sir Ulrich. I've had a run-in with him myself. He's the one who did the ritual on Carl. Nasty piece of work. Likes to make mages beg.
What happened between you and Sir Ulrich?
I've been involved with an underground resistance. Mages living free in Kirkwall who help others escape. I can't tell you any more, for your sake and theirs. You have too much involvement with the Guard and nobility. Suffice it to say, I've been in the gallows. I've seen his work firsthand.
What else do you know about Sir Ulrich?
The Knight Commander is at least sincere in her convictions. However misguided, she believes she's helping people. Sir Ulrich's a sadist. Cold-blooded as a lizard. He likes to experiment on mages. Find out what it takes to push them into the arms of demons.
Then perhaps the blame can be laid on him, and not every Templar.
That's what I hope. If we bring the evidence of this plan to light, there must be men who'll stand against it. Perhaps even the Grand Cleric will finally be forced to act. My friends in the Mage Underground know a way inside. A secret entrance under the walls of the gallows. Come with me tonight, please. Help me find the evidence of Sir Ulrich's tranquil solution.
If this plot exists, it must be exposed.
I am honored by your trust. I'm ready to go when you are. Our entrance is concealed not far from here.
Somebody order a shot in the face? I'll show you what makes it afraid yet?
The sewers aren't half as... Do not tell anyone about this way into the gallows. This is it. This tunnel will take us into the gallows.
With any luck, we'll simply be mistaken for thieves and not conspirators.
Are you ready to help me find evidence of the tranquil solution?
Let's go.
I have personally led 5 mages to freedom through these tunnels. They bent to kiss the ground through the sewage.
They're on us, boys. Let's make sure this don't go any further.
Is that the best you can do?
I'll make this quick.
Lyrium smugglers built these tunnels to service the Templars who crave the stuff.
Die, bastard! I'll show you what lasers are feared!